The country CEO back of house again, man. Look, more game, and more game, right? Look, got a good one today. Shout out channel members again. One of the guys asked this question about what do you do when you got stuff stuck in the bed and then you're popping tailgates and what all involved with that kind of stuff, what happens, and what are you doing damage and all that kind of stuff, right. So today's video is about the problem when dirt or other material that you're hauling gets stuck in the bed, right? It's inevitable. It's going to happen. It's a part of the dump truck business. All right, that it's just inevitable, right? All right, so you have to have a plan of how you are going to handle those kinds of situations, because you don't want to do damage to your truck, but at the same time, if you've been hauling dirt and stuck in there, and then you're hauling asphalt tomorrow. Typically, most asphalt companies going to have water hose, but sometimes these water hoses are not. The pressure is not heavy enough to get that dirt out of there, especially if it's that old gum. We call it gummy dirt, that sticks real bad. All right, you could have some issues. All right, so what do? All right, first thing is, it's real simple. You got to dig it out, right? You got to get in the back of that bed with that shovel. All right, and then you got to put in some elbow grease and get that dirt out of your bed. I mean, that's the only way it's going to happen. If you're not that guy, you're not finna do that, can't do that, you're limited, get somebody. You can always find a little young man in your neighborhood, perhaps. Pay him 10, 15 bucks, jump in the back of the bed and clean that bed out for you, right? So when you got that stuff stuck, that's what you have to do. Dig it out. All right, number two. Contractors are cleaning out, right? If you're on a job, especially with an excavator, all right, just be careful with that, because some of these guys is not experienced excavator. You don't want them to damage your truck. But if it's an experienced guy, typically they can stick that excavator up there and pull some of that stuff down for you, right? Pull some of it down, and a lot of times if they pull some of it down, the rest of it will fall out, right? All right, now I know sometimes in the dump truck business, some of those guys want to fold that bucket over and bump your bed, right? And I have allowed it, but it really ain't good for your bed, right? They'll bump that bed, boom, boom, right? But remember, that's a hydraulic equipment. It can literally tear that bed up, right? So be careful with that, right? And if you're going to do that, it needs to be an experienced machine operator. Just ask them, man, how long you been loading, running an excavator, right? And but if you own a job, most contractors, they'll clean your bed out, right? And typically the ideal equipment to do it is a small excavator with a small bucket, because he can reach up beside the doghouse on both sides. That big bucket excavator, he can't get on both sides. He gonna typically just be able to get right there in the front. All right. All right, so that's the second way. All right, at this moment, I need to tell you, this video has been valuable to you. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit that notification bell. Share this video with someone that wants to know the answer to the question we're raising, or the problem that we're raising in this video on today. Okay? All right, so look. Recently, I had this experience. If you've been hauling asphalt, you already know at some point that asphalt gonna get stuck at the top. All right, and when it starts, it continues to just build until you got 2 foot asphalt on both sides of your doghouse. So what do you do about that? Well, a couple ways you can handle that. I'll tell you how I handle it secondly. But the first way, hey man, if you got you a good muscle man on mine swinging a 3 or 5 pound maul, you can get that old big maul and you can, boom, put some elbow grease in it. And I've seen it break out that way, right? But if it's been real hard for a while, been in there a while, you're going to need a jackhammer, right? Go to your local Home Depot. You can rent them here, Home Depot. I get it for 70, 80 bucks for 4 hours. Get me up one of the local guys that I know, and he just get in the back of the bed with a jackhammer, jackhammer it out, right? Take, depending on how bad it is, could take an hour, could take 2 hours, just all depends. But you can jackhammer it out, all right? And so at this moment in which I'm speaking to you, I'm actually going to get ready to go ahead and just purchase one. It's good to just have. Home Depot, after they've used equipment for a while, they put it up for sale. So it's jackhammers at Home Depot right now for $400 and $500. Heavy duty jackhammers, right? I'm going to go ahead and buy one because it is something that I could use on a pretty regular basis, right? And then if other guys want to use it, they need to do their stuff. Hey, you want to use it? I rent mines out. You can make money off of it. Hey, I'm a businessman. I try to make money, right? All right, and so you may have to use a jackhammer if that asphalt or concrete gets stuck at the top. Okay, all right. So the last thing I have for you today concerning what do you do when dirt is stuck in your bed is don't continue to slam that tailgate. It's not good for that truck. I'm here to tell you. You're causing some major wear and tear to your bed. Did I used to do it as a young driver? Sure I did, hit the accelerator, boom, accelerator, boom, accelerator, boom. And then old man pulled me to the side. He said, now, young man, I can't tell you what to do. That's your truck. He said, but I'm going to tell you what you're doing to your truck. Number one, you're wearing those pins out at the top up there. You're wearing them out by swinging that gate hard and fast like that. That's number one. Number two, you're causing a gap in your gate, right? By doing that. A gap in your gate. Your gate will cease to be snug and tight by slamming it like that. Number three, the gate will drop, right? Because you're wearing out the pins at the top, the gate will drop down on you, and you're going to either have to get some welding done on the edge of your latches to make them cover your tailgate latch, or you're going to have to get that gate raised back up, or you're going to need new pins, right? But it's not a good practice. I know guys do it religiously, and I'm just not a big fan of slamming the gate, I know sometimes it's going to happen anyway on its own, but just accelerating and boom and accelerating and boom, once maybe, I'm going to just say that might be okay. But, man, just consistently 6-7 times, you're causing some major wear and tear. Those gates weigh hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and you're doing some major damage, right? All right, so that's my spiel. You're just going to have to dig it out, get a contractor to wipe it out or jackhammer it out, right? But don't tear your truck up, your bed up before you have to doing those kinds of things, right? All right, so look, I'm out of here. I hope this has been valuable to you. I'm out of here, Country CEO. I'm gone.